So United Way understands that our community has such tremendous needs, and no one organization can address all of those needs all by ourselves. I think one of the reasons Goodwill is such a strong community partner of ours and why we make big investments in Goodwill is because of the wraparound support services that Goodwill offers the clients that they serve. Both families and individuals, young people and older people are getting the skills that they need to be successful.
At a handful of Goodwill stores in Denver and Aurora, folks can walk into these career connection centers and they can get help with resume writing, they can take classes on citizenship, they can learn basic job skills, they can use the computer labs to apply for jobs, email with employers, work on their resumes, anything that they need that's professionally based, they can do at these career connection centers. Winifred and Nicole came into Goodwill Stapleton Career Connection Center a few months back. They are a mother and daughter, and they were both looking for work. Both of these ladies encountered Veronica White, who is one of our teachers at the Goodwill Stapleton Career Connection Center. Veronica helped them with their computer skills and really gave them some emotional support that they needed, some cheerleading to help them, realize that they were a valuable asset to the community.
It helped to build my self-esteem, and when I would leave the center, I would be so pumped up because I felt like, oh, I can really do this.
When people tell you they have a job, when they go through this process and you see from beginning to not quite the end, but through the process that their self-esteem is moving up, they're getting a little bit more encouraged. That's wonderful. It's a fantastic feeling.
If I hadn't have come, I don't think I would have a job because I needed direction, I needed encouragement, and as a result, I was encouraged to apply for something that I thought I could do in the DPS system, which was working in the food service center, and was hired.
It's doing what Goodwill says. We're sustaining people, we're helping them be sustainable, we're empowering them back into the community.
Not only has this influenced my life, but I influenced my daughter to come, and she was able to succeed and find a wonderful job through the Career Connection Center.
All of our services are free, which kind of blows some people away because they can't understand, well, how can you offer these kind of quality services and they're free?
It's all free to the community thanks to the generous donations that we receive, through partnerships like the United Way. Jorge is a terrific Goodwill success story. He was really struggling at his academics, and a Goodwill facilitator at Denver School of the Arts, Steph Dixon, noticed that he needed some extra support.
Jorge was in the Video Cinema Arts program, and he was a sophomore. He was one of those pain in the rear end sort of bright spots in your day. You could tell he had a drive that just wasn't, didn't have structure around it. He didn't really know what to do with it.
And Steph paired Jorge with Nate Green.
As part of Goodwill's Youth Career Development Program, we have a really powerful mentoring program, and I thought, man, gosh, I've got to get those two connected.
So when I met Jorge, he was struggling in school. His grades were dipping down to like a 2.0 area.
The relationship with Nate definitely helped me look towards my future and kind of understand the person that I am.
Jorge is so positive that sometimes he would be telling himself that things were great in school when they really weren't. And so I had to kind of sit down with him and say, oh, it's so great you've got this positive outlook, but sometimes you gotta be honest with yourself and realize, like, maybe I need to study for a couple more hours. Jorge in the fall will be attending CU Boulder, the top school in the Colorado college system. It gives me a chill down my spine when I think about where we began and where Jorge ended up. And when I talk to him and hear his focus and you know, what a clear vision he has for himself going into college, I know he's gonna succeed at that next level.
Oh my gosh. It's one of the most amazing experiences of my life to see something like that happen, and to you know, my part was small in it. I connected two amazing people in an amazing program here at Goodwill.
Well, I serve on the board of directors, which is a very rewarding role because I get a firsthand look to see all the great things that Goodwill does within the community. All Xcel Energy employees should consider their donation to United Way, because Goodwill is just an example of one of the many organizations that the United Way supports. And each and every donation together makes a huge impact for several nonprofits within our community.
And our partnership with a business such as Xcel Energy is critical to being able to raise the resources that we need to address the most pressing issues that are in our community.
Flip the script. If you are ever in need, you would want a Career Connection Center there to support you. You would want the care and those needs, those skills to be able to talk to you so that you are no longer in that position. Because at some point or another, we all may fall and we all may need some assistance.
No one agency can do it, no one organization can do it, no one business can do it. It takes all of us working together to really change lives and transform communities.
I'm Jen Wozniak, Xcel Energy employee and Goodwill board member.
I'm Vanessa Clark, and I work for Goodwill Denver.
Every day, the Career Connection Center makes a difference in our community here at Goodwill.
I'm Winifred, and Goodwill has made a difference in my life.
I'm Stephanie. I work with Goodwill, and I make a difference.
I'm Nate Green, and I made a huge impact on Jorge Nieves' life.
Goodwill changed my life, and for that I am thankful.
Xcel Energy employees make a difference at the United Way, absolutely.